Welcome to Sterling High School. We're in this TV studio. I'm Jared Claybourn, joined by our superintendent, Mr. Matt Sheehan. Thank you for joining us. It is August 4th. We're in August and summer is quickly shortening. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I am recharged, re-energized, and I guess I'm buoyed by the accomplishments that we've achieved up to this point, and looking forward to the start of the 21-22 school year.
Great, so we have a few announcements we want to do. We want to have a conversation on a couple of pieces, but why don't we start with that, some of the things that we ended the school year with, and then some of the things we've done over the summer.
So let's hit right to graduation. We had a great senior week, activities supported by community members, supported by our staff, and obviously our students participating there. We had a wonderful graduation ceremony. And then right into the summertime, I know that Mr. Claybourn and the administration was very active on credit recovery, credit completion, different committees, just in trying to organize for the start of the next school year. But we've also been busy with our buildings and grounds, with our personnel. We had a few people leave us, a few retirees. So we feel that we ran very solid interview processes, and we have great candidates who we expect big things from here at Sterling High School. So you don't stand pat. You always try to improve upon one year to the next. So I know as a second-year superintendent, second-year principal, we learned a lot, and we're going to look to improve on what we've done last year.
Yeah, great. Thank you for your support and the board's support. And one of the things we highlighted was the summer credit recovery program that we offered, which is the first time that we've done that in a long time. A lot of students took advantage of. Mrs. Constein and the guidance department is going to confirm the students that did recoup credit based on that program. We're excited about that as well this summer. We have athletics are about to come up very soon. Most of the programs have been doing some sort of summer workouts. We're in the midst of what we call kind of a blackout or quiet time right now, so everybody's getting a break and recharging or getting time with family. But if you are an athlete and you have not done your athletic registration, you need to go online and get that done ASAP. That has to be done annually. Every year there's a registration complete with your physical that needs to be done before your start. Football and tennis start on Monday, this Monday coming up the 9th. All of the fall sports, their formal start time is Monday, August 16th for NJSIA competition, which is set to begin as normal right now. That's good.
Right on.
That's great stuff. A couple other announcements I have. We have orientation is going to occur on August 24th. We will start with a freshman orientation, which is a traditional thing, on 6:30 p.m. on August 24th. We will follow up a second session that same night at 7:30, which is geared towards sophomores or any student that was maybe fully remote over the past year, so they have an opportunity to come into the building. So that is orientation on August 24th. And then you can mark your calendars. If you've not checked the school calendar, make sure you do so. But back to school night is going to be on September 14th, and that back to school night will actually cover both semester 1 and semester 2. That's going to be on September 14th. And then really my last announcement is that annual registration in OnCourse is something we launched last year. Mr. McCullough did. Mrs. Constein is continuing with the same. So from the guidance department, you'll receive information in our summer mailing, which will come out around the weekend of August 14th, 15th. You're going to get this summer mailing, and annual registration will open up on August 16th, Monday, August 16th. You cannot see your schedule until you complete the annual registration. So parents, guardians, you must complete the annual registration. It's something that we do intend to do annually, which updates all of your information. It completes all the check boxes that you need to do, and then that's how you'll be able to see your student's schedule. Again, that's in OnCourse in your personal account that you'll have with that. So in the mail, if you forgot what that is, you're going to get a mail that will tell you what your account and login ID is, and that's specific for the freshmen as well who have not ever had that.
So big question that I'm sure everybody, what is school going to look like come September? And we're still gathering information. We were given the road forward from the governors and the Department of Education June 24th. And there were 3 items that they prioritized at this, with the road forward. One was prioritizing health and safety, which has always been our number one. The second one is build school community, support social, emotional, mental well-being. And then the third one is address academic achievement, academic needs, academic loss. So I know Mr. Claybourn and his admin team and staff have really tried to identify how can we address those different areas, and you'll see some unique things around campus next year. And I know that Mr. Claybourn made it one of his goals is to celebrate that high school experience. We've been a couple years, year and a half, that we've been a little askew here in terms of our high school, typical high school day. So we want to make sure we get back to a somewhat normal experience for the students. But with that, there's a lot of information yet to be determined. And you see surrounding states are making their announcements, they're making their protocols. New Jersey really hasn't come out with them yet, so we're kind of in a holding pattern, and we're getting the same information that everybody in the community is getting from the CDC and what they're seeing on the news. So when we get information, we'll develop our plan, but we will be in full time. We will serve lunch. But there may be some health and safety protocols that either we're going to revisit or we'll turn into new things.
Yeah, I think one of the strengths that we've had both as a student and staff have been the fact that we've had the ability to change or adapt when necessary. Thankfully, last year we had the ability to create a plan that fit the school year as a whole, and it worked. And so we're going to hold off till we get the best information, the most up to date, to make the best plan. And then, but like you said, we'll be in school. We're going to have lunch, and so there's going to be a lot of normal things that we're excited about. And to your point, we wanted to celebrate some of those things. So we're going to start the year off with different activities and experiences for both staff and students to remind them of why this is such a great part of your life or career, being in high school and what we do here. So we're looking forward to that.
Right, and I'm always amazed when I look back at how resilient staff, students, community, how resilient they were last year. And we may have to fall back on that a little bit as we navigate, the start of the school year and bringing people back together. But we always try to put layers of protection in, and I think we did a good job last year, and I feel confident that with the guidance that we received that we'll do so again this year. So a lot of challenges ahead, but I think we have a little bit of we can follow some procedures that we established last year to safely move forward.
Yeah. And a big thing about being safe is protecting your bubble. We talked about it a lot last year, so you're going to want to continue to do that. And the other thing that I couldn't stress more is just your ability to be patient and offer grace to the people around you, and how their opinion is on certain things. We don't want to cast that judgment, but we're just going to try to accommodate as many people as we can so that we create, again, that safe space and everybody has a right to the experience here. I think that's all of the items for now. We'll get back together at the end of the month to communicate final plans before we step into the school, but we are looking forward to being in school full-time with lunch. And you had a couple other shout-outs. Yeah,
it's always exciting to see, former graduates, alumni, do great things. And we've been fortunate enough to have some great students and athletes and just general people come through here. So Jameer Beasley, who graduated in 2019, was the NJAC Male Athlete of the Year. And I think from Rowan, he's a track athlete, and I think Rowan acknowledged that he's the first athlete from Rowan ever to receive that award. Jameer's a great kid. He's on our track, periodically up here, and just inside and outside the classroom, wonderful kid. Class of '73, Sam Carchidi, a longtime writer for the Philadelphia Inquirer, covered the Flyers, a lot of local high school sports. I believe he's getting ready to retire, but he went into the South Jersey Sports Writers Hall of Fame. And then finally, if you're a baseball fan and a community member, Donovan Casey was a member of the Dodger organization, was part of a trade, I believe, for Max Scherzer. Donovan is now with the Washington Nationals, AA affiliate. And we're keeping our fingers crossed that Donovan will make his way to the major leagues here. So 3 people that we're very proud of amongst many, but I thought it would be nice to give them a little acknowledgement today.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. So with that, continue to stay safe and enjoy your time with your family this summer. Go Knights.